Engaging parents and caregivers in pediatric clinical trials, a focus group experience, presented by Nikolaos, Karantaglis. Summary: involvement of children and parents in clinical research is needed to increase trial success. Following an invitation from EPTRI, our team organized a focus group discussion for parents of children with cerebral palsy. A 2-hour structured focus group discussion took place. Parents were asked about several aspects in pediatric clinical trials and especially how parents, caregivers can participate more actively. After the meeting, the organizers made a report of the consultation that was shared with the participants and after their remarks was sent to EPTRI. Objective: the participation recruitment of children in clinical trials is often difficult. Involving children and their parents in the most active way in all phases of a clinical trial. Enhancing communication between the clinical study team and the parents is important. The goal of this focus group consultation was to explore and assess how children and parents can be involved in the design, execution, and finalization of clinical trials in pediatrics. Methods: following an invitation from EPTRI, our team organized a focus group discussion for parents of children with cerebral palsy. Focus groups are a form of qualitative research that is commonly used in product marketing and marketing research, but it is a popular method within sociology as well. During a focus group, a group of individuals, usually 6 to 12 people, is brought together in a room to engage in a guided discussion of a topic. Parents of children with cerebral palsy who attend the 3rd Pediatric Department of Aristotle University of Thessaloniki were invited to participate in this focus group. Communication and invitation to parents were made by our department's doctor who monitors these children and has developed a close relationship with their families over the time. The focus group was scheduled for Tuesday, June 16, 2019. Of the 8 parents invited to the meeting, 5 mothers as well a patient sister came. One mother was a pediatrician, one was a nurse, one a university professor, 2 housewives, and the sister of one child who came to our meeting was studying occupational therapy. An incentive for choosing her profession was her brother's illness, as she told us. At the beginning of the meeting, organizers welcomed the participants and then the participants introduced themselves. Each parent made a brief reference to his child, its background and health condition. Organizers shortly analyzed what exactly a clinical trial is. The great importance of clinical trials in children, but also the difficulties and challenges we face in the field were highlighted, as well as the potential benefits to children with rare diseases. The first part of the discussion began by asking parents if anyone had been involved in a clinical trial in the past. All parents answered no, although 2 of them said they had searched for promising experimental therapies for the disease in the past, referring to stem cells therapies coming from Russia. Parents were asked if they would be interested in participating in a clinical trial. A mother replied that she would take part under 2 conditions. First, to have a guarantee that she would not harm her child, and second, that the trial would not affect the child's rehabilitation program. Another mother from the health sector replied that the population in Thessaloniki area is too small to carry out similar studies. On the occasion of this observation, the importance of pan-European networking, which is growing and will allow for large multi-center studies in children, was discussed. Then participants were asked at what stage of a clinical trial would they be able to contribute. A mother replied that it is important for parents to be involved in the very early stages of designing a study, even with regard to which direction this research will take. Another mother pointed out the need to participate in planning and for practical reasons, as parents can provide practical information, for example, ease of delivery, patients' day-to-day issues, other topics that researchers cannot imagine and which may create obstacles in the course of the trial. Then the information consent process was discussed. The whole group emphasized the need for full and more consistent information, but also their possible participation in the design phase of consent forms. At this point, the focus group discussion ended. All participants stated the meeting was particularly beneficial for them. After the meeting, the organizers made a report of the consultation that was shared with the participant, and after their remarks was sent to PEDGRIN. To conclude, active involvement of parents and caregivers in all steps of pediatric clinical trials is important for more successful outcomes in the future. More effective communication between parents and the study team is vital. Thank you for your attention.